into this one. Getting sank.
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they bowl, if you know what you're doing.
On it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it. Frank, it's loft, right? The ball's going to take off on the loft. They put grooves on the golf club so you can have nice contact, and you have nothing really to put the extra spin on the golf ball. So that is a flight.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just rip Frank when you step on that first tee.
You'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
He's putting for bogey now. Well, that's why you build a big lead. You can afford to drop one or two.
Well, it's hard to criticize a player for being sloppy when the lead is that big.
Back to the action here at the second. It's a par 3 demanding hole, Frank, isn't it?
Longest par 3 on the golf course. Slightly downhill, but you need every advantage here. It requires your best.
This one looks right on point. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his middle.
Now to the par 4 third, 434 yards and plenty of trouble on that left side.
One of the hardest tee shots on the front side. Water very much in play down the left.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. And he pays a price for that.
Well, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. And you're a bit of force to extract one out of there. He's safely on deck.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Man.
He just pushed it.
And that hurts. Continues to roll the ball very well. Frank, now to the third hole, and where's the trouble here? That's fairly obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's one thing you don't want to remind yourself of. There's a bunker all the way down the right side. That's a good place to aim. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big. Squeeze that one, Frank.
That is the champion of the mashes. He mashed up. I don't know if that button can be used again after that.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
You're so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Putting on a show, this tournament needs the 15 under par. Fifth hole at Bay Hill, Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an iron here is not a bad idea.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
His momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Wow, what a birdie. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. So, Frank, just from the fringe, what's the best way to hit this shot?
The best players would chip. This is going to be risky, though. I don't know if he's got the skill.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor.
Do that.
Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water, take a sigh of relief and you come to the par 3-7.
It still takes a good tee shot here, though, Rich. Narrow entry, greens 30 yards deep. You still really got to focus on hitting a good shot here. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design, fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this is a pretty good par 4, the 8th. What about the approach shot?
Such intimidating second shot here at 8. I think it's the best one on the golf course, Rich. You can see very quickly why the goal is to hit your second shots nice and high and get them to land soft. This is what you have to do with your second at 8. That computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
8 par yesterday, this one for birdie. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
So just a formality here. In for par. Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4, Frank. You've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. That bunker, 290 yards carries it, and yet again another hole that favors the long hitter. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Now playing the second here at the par 4. Good swing, good shot yet again. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Back here in Orlando, Florida at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, we're getting set for the back 9. How do you get off to a good start?
Well, it's one of the shorter par 4s here, Rich. Dogleg right. Good drive. Just a short on here.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Trying to make yet another birdie. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not. Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Still from 141 yards out, it's a green light special. Frank, this really is a remarkable turn of events, considering that earlier
it looked like the round was going to continue to go in that direction. But somehow, believe me, I don't know how, he's just completely turned this round around.
Solid play, heart of the green. Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par and you keep things steady. Now to the par 5 12. Frank, how good of a scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get a par 5 at Bay Hill, got to take advantage of it.
That is just a beautiful shot. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Good-looking shot right here. That one's running so hot. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. A beautiful, soft touch out of the bunker. That's Mickelson-esque. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Par 4 13th, Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions. How do you attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. That
one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Richards, the first par 4 at Bay Hill with the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Wow, I thought he made that. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, that's touch. I mean, when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Another challenging par 3 here at Bay Hill. It's the 14th, 216 yards, Frank.
It plays uphill, prevailing breeze too, into your face. So normally much longer than its yardage. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked green for that.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Just has the feel today. At the 15th hole now at Bay Hill, this is a massive dogleg, Frank.
Yeah, if you're a Bubba Watson type player and you can move the ball around, you can move it left to right, that'll certainly help the tee shot. If you're average Joe, when he goes after it like he is here, there's something about a well-hit shot. Smoked that one.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. And getting ready for the putt. And it drops for birdie. We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. Sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but 3 brings 7 into play. Just smokes it.
Frank, I mean, he put the thumb down on that one.
And kept it going, too. To mash that down like that, that's the air time, the hang time he got on.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yep, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Birdie putt coming up. A par on this hole yesterday. Good putt. Frank deep into a round. Par 3 17th. Water. bunkers, long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take 3 and move to 18.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Go ahead and do that. What a putt. Frank, a chance now to make an imprint here at one of the famous courses on tour at Bay Hill, the final hole. This is where Tiger has done it so many times, where Gomez holed out. What a great hole.
Well, the last hole of a great 3-hole stretch. If you've got through 16, somehow got through 17, you've still got one more hurdle.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Frank, really good chance.
Flag. This is a green light special.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Just a couple of feet. Nothing wrong with that part. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.